My heart was pounding out of my chest. The first words out of my mouth, I said, God, do not let it happen here. It scared me out my mind. Like, it literally scared me out my mind. I started to get cold sweats. At night, I'd be waking up. It were times where I'd just be playing the game and I would just feel like a little pain in my side or something. And then later down, my neck started to get swollen. Yeah, it was like just symptom after symptom, but I was still like, yo, what the world is going on? Like, what is going on? Meanwhile, I'm still doing this. I'm not thinking about no fruits. I'm not thinking about no veggies. I'm still eating Chipotle. I'm still eating Papa John's. My neck was like, started to get puffy. I started to get really scared when I started to have like heart palpitations. So my heart would be, I guess not even really skipping a beat. I don't even know how to explain, but yeah, if anybody had heart palpitations before, yeah, I was having that. And I was still working out and stuff. Everything was fine. It wasn't messing up my workouts or nothing like that. But it was just kind of one of those things that it would come here and there where I would just be like, yo, what in the world is going on? Like, not me. And that is honestly when I feel like it was a flip of a switch. I feel like everybody knows who Yah'Ki Awakening is. If you don't, definitely go peep him on Instagram. I ended up being able to talk with him on the phone, and I flat out told him everything what was going on. He definitely helped a lot of people who had diseases.
That man helped me change my life. I've been on the alkaline diet for 18 months. Cured my diabetes from Yah'Ki.
I appreciate him. I have been blessed by him. I've gotten healed through him.
The man called me and he was like, you got herpes. A lot of people don't have symptoms.
When they told me that I had it, I'm like, this ain't what I be seeing on the internet. The pictures that I see, how's that possible, you know? So
y'all see that, y'all? Positive for herpes simplex. Y'all see it? Okay, they said they see it now. All right, so she's positive for herpes simplex virus 2, which is a zoster hemith worm, y'all. It's nothing but a parasite, and the viral load is literally a protein, a glycoprotein that attaches to a cell marker. So we see the positive before, so now she's logging into her actual portal to show y'all the after.
At the bottom right here says, can y'all see that?
Yep, HSV1 and HSV2 negative.
Basically, the diet was 2 fruits a day, 2 times a day, 12 and 4 p.m.
Yep, she took over a series of 5 different herbs plus the 3 bitters.
I had to keep telling myself, if I don't eat right, I'm gonna mess the whole process up.
And it ain't no just somebody just saying, oh, it helped. Nah, people be having paperwork. I'm talking about paperwork. So when I seen that, it instantly gave me like faith, like, yo, this stuff really worked. Like, changing your lifestyle, going plant-based, eating the right fruits and vegetables really works. So I ended up talking on the phone with him, like I said, and I just flat out told him all my symptoms. I said, yo, this is happening. This was been going on. And it was instantly one of those things where he was like, oh, man, this what is going on. He said, it's this, and this. And it just instantly click where I'm like, bro.
I was told that I had cervical cancer. And my option was pretty much left with just to go in to have surgery. Did some more research, came across Yah'Ki, and he had a lot of things to say about what was going on with the ill, with the sick, and stuff like that. And he had a lot of stuff to offer, so we checked out some of his packages, some of the stuff he had to give. And we went ahead and ordered a package. Once I get the herbs, and I immediately get started, go ahead and start my weeks out and just break everything down, start taking the capsules, start taking the tinctures, and start taking the 3 bitters, and just work my way through it. And then just intake a lot of juice too, because I wasn't able to eat anything. So that was the hard part too, when you're not able to eat as much. All of it definitely worked. I'll say after my process was done, once I was done and it was getting ready, high time for the next appointment to actually go in, and they made up their mind whether we're just gonna go ahead and do your surgery. Well, as soon as I get there, they go ahead and get me a room, get me settled in, get me in my little wraps and stuff like that, get me stripped down, covered up on the table, and getting me to go under anesthesia. And I'm like, okay, well, I need to talk to somebody. Well, we need to get you prepped and go ahead and get you cleared out from this. So went ahead and got everything done. I went ahead and went through paperwork and stuff like that, went on anesthesia. When I woke up, they really didn't do anything to me. They woke me up fully dressed and told me that something was different about your body. You were completely healed down here. You were completely healed down here. You were completely healed down here.
Ain't that crazy? So she done went through all of that,
and the herbs healed her. Now tell them the interesting story with your doctor though.
Well, my doctor was kind of shocked. She was kind of curious on what I had done, what was I doing, what did I take, and stuff like that. Because looking at what she saw before was not there anymore. And she was just curious on wondering, like, what did you do? What did you take? What was you doing? And like I told her, I mean, it was pretty much a lot of teas, a lot of bitters, and a lot of tinctures and stuff like that, and a lot of capsules and juicing a lot. I really didn't take or do much. Everything was completely natural and all raw fruits and vegetables. That's really all I did.
Because he would ask me questions, he'd be like, has this happened to you? Because I was in kind of like a scared mode where I kind of wasn't getting everything that was happening to me, but I was pretty much telling him like just off rip that would pop in my head, like, yo, this happened, yo, this happened. And then he instantly like, did this happen this way? I'm like, bro, yes. He's like, oh yeah, all this is a da-da-da, this is a thyroid issue. Yo, you having heart palpitation because of the thyroid. It was just like a click, like it was like ding, ding, ding.
Hi my friends, how are you doing? So as many of you know, a year ago I almost died. I had a heart attack, my kidneys were failing, my liver and my pancreas were not working. I was diagnosed with diabetes and I was on about 4 to 5 shots of insulin a day. I was depressed, you know, I was in a lot of pain. I had severe inflammation. It was horrible. I found a page that really saved my life. Yah'Ki Awakened. YAHKI Awakened. His advice, his all-fruit diet saved my life. And I am now off of all insulin and feeling wonderful. Yah'Ki, thank you. From the bottom of my heart, thank you. We all love you and appreciate you.
Thank you. Thank you. My wife is taking care of me.
A1C.
You don't deserve it.
A1C
5.7.
You very happy?
Sugar 114.
You very happy?
Yeah, and it was 108 when we left the house.
Well, it's academic, you know, 108, 114, you know. But the key is 5.7. It's unbelievable. You're not diabetic. If you look at the literature, 5.7 is not considered diabetic anymore.
Correct.
Yay!
Just keep doing what you're doing.
We'll keep doing it.
I want to see you in 3 months.
Sounds good.
That's wonderful.
Thank
When I first met you 10 years ago, I thought, boy, in 5 years you'll be gone with your eyes. But thank God.
Thank you.
Okay, take care, kids.
All right.
Behave yourself, my friend.
Good job.
Give me a hand.
Thank you.
Come on.
And so he told me to, I ended up getting his bitters on his webpage. Yeah, I went, like one thing with me, I went all in. I wasn't playing around, I wasn't playing no games, I went all in. So I did his 3 bitters, and I did his tinctures, that's what they call them. I think it was the geogenetic, it was like the whole package. I bought the whole package because I was not playing around. So when I did that, I did it for, I want to say a month. And I feel like I could have did longer, but I did his tinctures and his stuff for a month, and that's when it ran out. So I did it until it all ran out. And I was just doing his geogenetic juice, and it was like a whole green juice. It's a gallon a day of the green juice. And when I tell y'all, I'm not even boosting, I'm not even playing at all. I believe that when I talked with Yah'Ki, like I said, and I did his tinctures and his bitters and stuff, that was one of those things where it was like, all right, serious, you know what I mean? So for the whole month, I was not playing no games, y'all, because I'm like, yo, I refuse to be one of those people that go into the hospital 24/7. I refuse to have cancer, all that type stuff. And one of the main things that Yah'Ki had told me that he would spend some knowledge to me was the symptoms, all they are alarms. It's alarms. So when the symptoms are going off, your body trying to warn you like, yo, like, what's going on?
Now all of a sudden they telling her she got cancer.
Right. So he says, so I'm startled because that caught me off guard.
Right.
You know, I was in the hospital for 2 days. He never said nothing, never told me I seen some abnormal tissue.
Right.
You were in there, you saw it, never told me anything.
Right.
So to tell me that in the way he told me, I was startled.
Right.
And I started crying. I'm like,
after she take the herbs and stuff, that's when they call her and say, look, let's do the biopsy. Let's take some more samples. Mm-hmm. So now she go to the doctor, and then they like, well, we didn't find nothing. This is after the prayer. This is after the spiritual motivation. This is after the herbs. This is after that. Now they can't find anything. So now what they saying now?
We still should cut your breast off just to make sure it doesn't come back.
Do you see how these mobsters roll?
No, not just one breast. They want both breasts.
So after she's cleared of cancer, she don't even have cancer no more.
Right.
They do the biopsy, it's gone. They saying that they still want to cut her breast off.
I did the juice fast with the teaching and stuff for flat out a whole month. I'm not even playing. My neck swelling had went all the way down. I haven't had neck swelling since then. My blood pressure went back to normal, and I found out because I was going to Puerto Rico, and before I went to Puerto Rico, I had went to go get checked up. And so when I went to go get checked up, the lady was like, "Oh, you got good blood pressure. Usually athletes are high." And so when that happened, I'm like, it just clicked instantly, like, yo, this stuff really, like, this mug really worked. I stopped having heart palpitations. I have not had, not even playing y'all, I have not had no heart palpitations since that incident in Paris. And then after that, it was still going on when I was doing the spooks and stuff. But after I did Yah'Ki's bitters and I did his tincture, I have not had no heart palpitations. And the one thing where the thyroid issue that Yah'Ki was on the dot with is that I was having anxiety, like, weird out of nowhere. The anxiety would just hit me out of nowhere. Not like I'm panicking or nothing, but it would just be like, yo, what the world? Why do I even feel like this? But thyroid messes with your emotions. That's what a lot of people don't know. And when he told me that, he had asked, that was one of the questions he asked me. He was like, has your emotions be dying? I'm like, bro, yes. And I have no idea why. And so since then, I did not have no anxiety with the, you know what I'm saying, that would be coming out of nowhere. It was crazy, man. That's all I'm saying. It was crazy. And that's when it was like a whole turning point where I'm like, yo, this lifestyle is real. But it didn't even click until it happened to me. So that's why I'm telling y'all where it's like, yo, this stuff really works.
Now, we didn't even know she was healed. She had hit us up inside of our portal on the website, and this is what she said. She said, hey, my name is, and then she said her name. She said, I've been cured by you guys. I had HSV1, and it feels so good, I had to say. And she put all the smiley faces and the hearts and stuff. So we simply reached back out to her, and we asked her to send in her paperwork. Her papers right here. This is her papers, and y'all see who she go through. She go through LabCorp, and y'all see how they did hers. They got her date. So you see 07/08/21. She tested positive. Y'all see that? But then you see on 10/28/2021, she tested negative. And if you actually look at her CBC chart and you start going through her complete blood work, you look at her white blood cell or red blood cells, hemoglobin, you look at all just her basophils, her neutrophils, and really start looking at what they call the lymphatic system. You see what I circled, all of her numbers have improved with her negative. Then when you go back to 7/08 and you see her so-called immune system fighting off the disease. So you can even see, if you know how to read blood charts, you can see the fight to her body to get rid of this HSV, and she kicked this butt and got it out of the body. So that is her right there. Her name is right there, y'all. It's right in the top left corner. We ain't making this up. That's her name. That's her. So how do you feel knowing that you done whooped herpes butt? Like, how do it feel?
Man, I can't even explain how it felt, man. I was about to cry. Like, I was so happy. I couldn't believe it.
I bet.
It feels great. That's all I know.
All praises. All praises.
Great.